This is CBS 11 News This Morning. Coverage you can count on.
24 now. This morning, opening statements will begin in the trial of two former Enron executives accused of fraud and conspiracy. Late yesterday, the 12-person jury was seated, as well as 4 alternates. This morning, we're joined again by jury consultant Mary Griffitts, who joined us yesterday. Mary, the judge says he wants this thing to move along quickly, but in reality, the estimates right now are sitting at 4 months. That's probably what we'll end up seeing, you think?
Even possibly longer than 4 months. Anytime you have an estimated trial, you can usually count on 1 week or 2 weeks more.
A little fudge factor built in there. So the judge yesterday said to the jury pool, he said, "This will be the most interesting and important trial you may have been involved with or seen yourself." Surprising from a judge to say that. Kind of, is he giving the jury any kind of foreshadowing in any way with that?
I think that it's important for a judge because this jury knows all the publicity that's occurred with Enron. This jury knows the significance and the importance of the outcome of this case. And I think he's just reassuring them, we all know and we respect what you're doing here, but this is important stuff. So
everybody has had the common thought that how are these guys going to get a fair trial in Houston, obviously, where Enron was based. Everybody hates them. You know, they have destroyed the company, allegedly, you know, yet for the court to decide. But the judge was very emphatic in telling the jury pool and the final jurors, the jury box is not the place to avenge. Can they do that? Can those jurors be impartial, do you think?
Well, you started with a 400 jury panel, and then it got whittled down to 96 people who went to the courtroom yesterday. Can they be fair and impartial? We all bring our life experiences and our perceptions into the courtroom. You just hope that they will just rely on the facts of the case in making that judgment. And most jurors that I've ever come into contact with, they want to do the right thing. So their heart will be to try to see both sides and to do the right thing.
So once a juror enters a jury and goes in the juror room, despite the preconceived notions one might have, because at the very core you're a human being, do you find that as a jury consultant most jurors do try their absolute best to set everything aside and just simply focus on the task at hand?
The majority, yes, but every once in a while you'll have what we call a stealth juror, a juror that has their own agenda that they bring into the courtroom. And when you have high publicity cases like this, there is bound to be 1 or 2 jurors that may have their own agenda. Maybe it's a book deal, maybe they want to make the TV rounds, but there's always those 1 or 2 people that they want something else besides maybe justice.
All right, Mary Griffitts, jury consultant, thanks for being here. Appreciate the insights.
Thanks.
We'll talk to you more throughout the trial. And we do have a timeline of the entire Enron scandal on our website if you're interested, CBS11TV.com. You can also log on to get the very latest developments, of course, in this very high-profile trial beginning today.